91-year-old Gene Klein is a Holocaust survivor, and he travels the world telling his story to all who will listen. In 1944, at the age of 16, he and his family, like many other Jews, were rounded up and sent to concentration camps. Gene was sent to the worst one in history, Auschwitz. His story of survival is in a book titled We Got the Water, that was written by his daughter, Professor Jill Klein. The students at Lake Weir High School are currently reading the book in class, and they had the privilege of listening in person to Mr. Klein tell his story and bring that book to life.
I feel that it's nothing, when they are studying anywhere, when I go to speak to students, it's nothing like a live Holocaust survivor coming and telling him his story. Every survivor has a different story of survival. All of them are extremely horrible and important to talk about. And how important is it to survive and talk about it?
Mr. Klein's life has everything a book needs: loss, love, family, tragedy, and triumph.
In my case, it was one of those things that I knew my father was killed in Auschwitz, but I had no idea what happened to my mother and two sisters. So I told myself, this was about 6 months into my imprisonment, when I knew that I'm very close to not making it, that I'm going to tell myself every day when I wake up and when I go to bed, exhausted, that my mother and two sisters are alive. They're going to come home, and how terrible would it be for them if the father and the only son doesn't return. So I got to stay alive just as much for myself as for them. As it happened, my mother and two sisters, who were working in sort of northern German industrial area, working in an SS ammunition factory, all three of them survived. So this is unbelievable that a family of five, four of us came home.
Reading a book is one thing, but listening to the main character tell you about it in person brings a whole new perspective to the story.
For an actual Holocaust survivor to come in to speak with us was actually heart-touching to me. Everything that he's talked about was everything that I read in the book, and just hearing him and how he went through and listening what he had to do to survive kind of like made me want to cry, because it feels really real when you have someone come in to actually tell you their story.
What the students gain from listening to a living, breathing part of history is more impactful than any book could ever be.
I am going to want to learn other people's story and how they survived harsh things like this, and I actually want to keep studying about the Holocaust and know what they had to go through just for us to be where we are now.
I really feel that it's very important that young people hear about it, especially kids in high schools. I can tell you how good it feels that I am able to do this even at my age. And also, I have to tell the world that we never thought that something like this can happen to us. But if you really look closely, you see that this can happen again. And that is you gotta know about this, and if you see this thing happening, nip it in the bud. Don't let it go too far. Like in our case, it was too late to do anything about it.
I didn't want to start this to think that it was going to last for a week, but there were times when we wondered, how in the world is this how's it going to work? Where will we be in 6 months, not even thinking 10 years? But you know, with the right management and the community involved, it's pretty easy to understand how it's worked as long as it has, and why it works so well. I've often said that it's like my third child. I have two beautiful daughters at home, but this store, giving birth to the idea of we can do this, and a couple people getting together with a small group of people and creating a board of people who believe in what we're doing. I'm very proud. You know, my daughters, I'm probably, I say this like most parents, I'm one of the most proudest parents in the world, but this is like a child to me. I'm proud of all of its accomplishments. I'm proud of the people that work here for it and what we do for the kids in the community. It is all about those children. And again, what we do is great, and what we provide is fantastic. But if you think about where this all goes to, then you understand why we do what we do.
Hi, Miss Annette. How are you? It's great to see you. It's the first time, so yeah.
In the classroom, it's helped me over the years, and while I'm not directly in the classroom today, I understand the importance of the people that are here today shopping. It's going right back to their children in the classroom, and in the end, that's why we did what we did.
12 items, and you saved $127.50.
What was a two-person idea became literally the communities involved. They back us now. And we have national sponsors. And again, people understand the importance of what we're doing on a daily basis for the kids. And they're willing to help. And it's nice to see.
Everything has a pouch on it that has the barcodes in it.
We've manipulated our hours to meet the needs of the teachers in the classroom. And we even now have, for our outlying schools, we now can transport materials to those schools. So those teachers at those schools, oftentimes more rural, are also getting what it is that they need.
Ms. Zanetti's office emails me the orders from the teachers. In turn, we take that spreadsheet, come out here, the students go ahead and put the spreadsheet on the packing list. We box them up as you see here, and then Central Warehouse will come. I give them a call, Central Warehouse will come and pick them up and deliver them to the schools. Ms. Zanetti's office is really good about getting us supplies. I let them know in advance, hey, we're running out of staplers or we're running out of crayons or something, and they're real good about getting them right to us.
We get the orders and we look at them. We have a number of items that we need. So like we get 2 packs of pens every time, and there's first and secondary orders. The secondary is for high school. The first is for elementary. And we go from there, pack them, tape them, put the envelope on them, and put them on the pallet until they're ready to go. It means a lot to me because they were working hard for us, teaching us, and we're doing this to help them out with their supplies and stuff once a month. And it means a lot to me because they're teaching us.
It's a real hands-on. It's very similar. I mean, from my experience in a distribution center, when you're fulfilling orders, like a repack situation that you would have at CVS or Kmart, this is very, very similar. We just have limited amount of SKUs. Obviously, we're only dealing with 10 to 20 products, whereas in a major warehouse, you're dealing with hundreds. But it shows them exactly what we do and how the process works of fulfilling these orders.
What we're doing is important, what they're doing is important for their future, and we're allowing them to help us as we help them when we look at our manufacturing and stuff that's going on in our district and how we can help supply them with the employees for the future. In a way, we're helping them do that. It feels nice, yeah, helping one another.
Over the past few years here at Television Media Productions, we have filmed the Charlie Dixon Music Festivals that take place in March. Marion County residents voted last year to continue funding music, arts, and PE for our students. The Charlie Dixon Music Festival is for elementary students, but middle and high school students collaborate on an honor choir concert of their own. That was back on March 16th at the College of Central Florida. In addition, these students are benefiting from these programs in a way that they do not from their regular classes.
I feel like school would I would get something out of it, but it wouldn't nearly be as fun, and I can guarantee that I would be way more stressed. I wouldn't enjoy myself. I wouldn't have a chance to make friends and find myself in my peers and spend that time that I feel every child needs to. Because with all of the homework that we have, we just really need a period out of school just to have fun and express ourselves and be ourselves and take a break from academics.
The students appreciate a lot more than just the break and monotony.
I'm thankful to have this opportunity to sing here, and I love the music. The music is just amazing, and our directors and everyone who's worked with us to get us to this point, I feel extremely prepared. All of the music is very fun, and it's just such a nice event, and it's something to sort of bring us out of our comfort zones and expose us to a more advanced take on chorus.
This program offers more to the student than just learning how to sing.
It has helped me a lot because besides singing in Forest High School's choir, I've had a lot of opportunities outside of school because of Forest High School and Jessica Mongerio, which is my chorus teacher. There are times where I did not know how to read music at all, and because I wanted to audition for a play or to sing in a concert, I needed to know some type of music in order to perform. So now with me knowing the knowledge of music and being able to sing music, which is what I love to do, I have the knowledge of learning music and I have the talent of performing as well. So it needs to be known for you to know music if you want to sing music.
If this particular program was not funded or available to these students, they would be
lost. I would feel like something is missing, in my life, because without music, I don't know where I would be. There are a lot of people, including me, who have thought, suicidal thoughts or, have always felt alone, but music has always been there to be your friend. Music is like a friend to you. It does not judge you. It does not make fun of you. It just listens to you. Listen to the music because the music is always listening to you. I will open up my heart to everyone I see. Jesus Christ is the way. Now, if you want to remove that from a spiritual standpoint, God led me to Miss Mongerio in order for me to know what music is really all about. And without God and without her and without music, I really don't know where I would be. So I just want to thank God for music and for All County.
For students planning to attend college, the ACT and SAT tests are vitally important, as one or both will be required for admission to almost all undergraduate programs in the United States. They can also help you earn financial aid for school. Students should take the ACT and/or the SAT beginning their junior year in high school and continue to take them to improve your score. Please know that some colleges and universities superscore ACT and SAT results, meaning they take an average of your scores. So be sure to take these tests early and often. April 5th is the registration deadline for the next SAT test, which will be on May 4th. You can visit collegeboard.org or act.org and be sure to speak with your school counselor for more information.